right. Mm-hmm. Well, let's go live. Let's see what's going on right now. Let's see what's going on in the world of Star Wars. Everybody's sending me all this crazy stuff. Thank you, Leslie Bedingfield. Congratulations on 40,000. I love your videos. I do appreciate it. This has been quite a ride. Um, yeah, I don't think I've seen channel growth like this before. I just wake up and there are 1,000 more subscribers. It is an amazing, amazing privilege. I owe it all to you guys. I don't know what I would do without you. Um, yeah, hi. Thank you, everyone. A lot of congrats. 40,000. Let's get moving. Let's get on to 50,000. We need to build this community up. It is very important that we have the yeah, we have the numbers. We have the numbers. I actually got to tweet something at Ryan Johnson today. I didn't know he was such a balloon head. Well, I mean, not like, of course he's a balloon head, but I mean, I didn't realize that he spoke like this on Twitter to fans. I mean, it's really stupid. Like, Steven Spielberg would never do this. Steven Spielberg would never ever do this. He would never ever argue with fans who were just like, "Hey, I don't really like what you did to Luke Skywalker," uh, and then he starts going off about the hero's journey and Kurosawa and like, what are you talking about, dude? And yeah, so this guy like said he said, yeah, well, this is the hero's journey, and he showed him, this is the map of the hero's journey, and sent that to Ryan Johnson, and I got to say it's the shape of Ryan's head, though, so good job. And I was glad to let Ryan know. He does have a reputation around here. He is Roundhead Ryan Johnson. All of these people are becoming Dick Tracy villains on my page. We've got Roundhead Ryan Johnson. We've got Cray Cray KK. We've got Dong Lover, and we've got Third Aaron Reich. And they are. I want you to meet Pando Calrissian next. By the way, look at that. Tell me that doesn't look like Ryan Johnson. I mean, that looks entire. Let's even got the goatee at the bottom. That is Ryan Johnson, a portrait of him. So it is absolutely stupid. Hold on, let me see these super chats here. You guys are tremendous. Thank you for sending super chats. Maxwell Miller, thank you for $2. Pando Soyrissian, that's even better. If we can add some soy there. TDI Reloaded, thank you for $4.99. Are you excited for Incredibles 2? Did you enjoy the first? Yeah, I did. Because I am a big Fantastic Four fan. I don't know if I've shown you my comic book rack before, but I do love the Fantastic Four. So I'm excited about more Incredibles, which is, really Incredibles was the Fantastic Four done exactly right. And that's the thing. That's what they need to follow. All right, so catching up with the chat, guys. Alarian Horizon says, Uncle Ethan, please tell me this is fake news. Well, I don't know. How would I know? I mean, I report on things that these idiots say, and it turns out that it wasn't true the next day. I'm telling you right now, this is the garbage tier Star Wars media. Oh, before we go on, a lot of people are saying they're getting their Solo t-shirts. That's great. They're already getting shipped out, or they have gotten them and they're in their hands. I mean, this is all terrific news. Me and Andrea received ours, and I wore mine today, and it's so comfortable. I have to say, I like the length of the shirt. It's really really nice. You can lounge around on the couch with it, and if you have a tummy, your tummy doesn't stick out. It really is the perfect t-shirt, and it's extremely comfortable. So yeah, I mean, if you guys don't have one yet, I mean, I hope that you do. I hope that you do get one. I was told today by Ian at Crypto Fashion that I think Saturday is the last day for you guys to pre-order it, to order a Solo T-shirt, so that you can get it in time to wear to the movie. So if you're going to get a Solo T-shirt, if that is on your agenda, if that is something you're planning on doing, now is certainly the time. The sooner the better, just so that you can have it in time. Ooh, there goes my voice there. Just so you can have it in time for the movie. Everybody needs to wear it on the day of the movie, whether you go to the movie or not. I mean, that's it's important. All right, so let me back up here a little bit. So we've got some, people are like, hey, what's up with this Lando Calrissian is pansexual. What does that mean? What does that even mean? I guess we'll find out. But look, when I tell you the media is garbage tier, I truly mean it. These people do not care one iota about Star Wars. These people don't care. If you don't know what a social justice warrior is, if you don't know what an SJW is, if you don't know what the problem with Star Wars is, if you sense something amiss and you don't know why, you can't put your finger on it. Well, welcome to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. I mean, so much of what we're going to discuss and so much of what we have discussed is the invasion of social justice warriors into Disney, Lucasfilm, Star Wars. Now, old school hippies like George Lucas, they're old liberals. They would never do this. They don't think this way. This isn't the way that they are. But people who are currently in charge of Star Wars, and the people who are pressuring the people who are currently in charge of Star Wars. Thank you, DIVAD, for $2 Canadian. It means that he likes Peter Pan. Says you know. Well, I mean, maybe. Maybe that's just a small part of it, though. That's just a small part of it. Dong Lover likes everything, is what they're trying to say. They don't care about Lando Calrissian. What they care about is they care about inserting their sort of social justice-y kind of causes. They want to see themselves reflected in these characters. They want to feel like they're making some sort of difference in Star Wars, where it's not really necessary, where it's not really needed or wanted, in order to kind of appease their own egos, their own sense of like what social justice means to them. They're going to make Lando Calrissian into somebody who's trying to fuck his robot, and that is exactly what's going on here. Taco Twister, thank you for $10. Eureka! I've cracked the soy boy code. They all seem to be trying to perform awesome face. Unfortunately, the human face is not capable of performing such a cartoonish expression. Oh, and yet so many of them are trying to be cartoons. With very colorful hair, ridiculous clothing. Uh, yeah, it is true. That's a good theory. Rax the Hero, thank you for $2. Pansexuals are like furries, but with pancakes. That is untrue. We will discuss why in a minute. This is Polygon. Does it get worse than Polygon? I don't know. I barely read Polygon. I avoid it. It is like a snake pit of social justice warriors. Avoid it whenever possible. Of course, 95% of the writers will be female, and they're young. They're very, very young. They'll be in their early 20s, trying to make a difference. Trying to make a difference. This is all very exciting to them. Why is this exciting to them? Why? Because they get to annoy you with it. And that's entirely what it is. I mean, they'll pretend that it's, oh, well, and, hey, we're trying to be inclusive. This is why representation matters. They don't really care about that. They don't watch Star Wars. They don't like Star Wars. They don't like Star Trek, Star Wars. They don't like comic books. What they care about is annoying you, because they know who you are. They know what this audience is. This audience is mostly 30, 40 something year old white nerds. That's what they think. I'm sure that's actually true. I'm sure that most Star Wars fans, if you were to actually do the numbers, are going to be 30 and 40 something white men. Hold on, let me turn off the light. It's too bright in here. Is it? No, it's not too bright. I'm going to leave it on. I'm going to leave it on because I remembered I have something else to do on this live chat. Yeah. So basically what they want to do is they want to irritate you. Like that's the whole reason for this. And this is them kind of rejoicing and trolling. This is how they troll. They say, ah, and then they sit back and watch you react to this. And yeah. Somebody says EVS is a ticosexual. Yeah, I'm just discovering that about myself. I haven't fully come out of the closet yet. I don't know how to tell my friends or my parents. Don't know how to tell my wife. I mean, yeah, it's a big issue for me. Don't judge me though. Don't judge me. It's who I am. It's who I am. Ken Souza says white men. How about just men? Yeah. But mostly just men. But if you were to break it down to an absolute majority, I'm sure that it is mostly white men, because white men are the majority in this country. That's going to be what that is, and that irritates them to no end. It just irritates them. Meanwhile, we look around our community and we see diversity like nothing you've ever seen before. This is America. People who are in this club, people who have subscribed to Comic Artist Pro Secrets, who watch my videos, who attend live streams, who donate to the super chat, and to the Patreon. This is a reflection of America. We have men and women of all ethnicities, skin colors, I guess you would say, and sexual preferences. This is America. We're all equally annoyed with what's going on with Star Wars. Some of us have a better sense of why it's happening to Star Wars than others do, but we all think it sucks. Lando Calrissian is pansexual. Quote, I would have loved to have gotten a more explicitly LGBT character into this movie. Who said that? Whose quote is that? I guess we're gonna find out. Yeah, we need to find out who said that, and that's gonna be something. People are commenting that it is stunning and brave. It is. It is. He looks stunning and brave here. This is Dong Lover. I'd like to dedicate a little bit of Fabio to Dong Lover right now, if that's okay. All right. Yeah.
I can be very shy when I first meet a woman, but I always dream of learning her secrets. First, I like to look into her eyes because they can tell me what she really feels. There is a quality in a woman's eyes. They show more than her physical beauty. They reveal her tenderness and passion, her inner beauty. I love to take her any place where I can devote all my attention to her. It can be a corner of our little restaurant. It can be in front of my fireplace, curled up together. Or it can be a walk on the beach while the waves caress the shore. And I hold her very close.
All right. So thank you, Fabio, for that. Hopefully that got us all in the mood. Let's find out what Polygon has to say about the sexuality of Dong Lover. It's a big day for Lando Han shippers, whatever that means. What is a Han shipper? Do they mean Han Solo worshiper? Yeah. Lando Calrissian, one of Star Wars' most popular characters. Who? Who? How is Lando Calrissian even close to one of Star Wars' most popular characters? Excuse me, not even close. Recently reimagined by actor Dong Lover is pansexual. Jonathan Kasdan, the co-writer on the upcoming Soylo, a Soy Wars story. Yeah, and son of legendary Star Wars writer Lawrence Kasdan, told Huffington Post that Lando is pansexual. Yeah, that's right, meaning that he wants to the pottery, I guess. I don't know. Meaning that he's not limited in sexual choice with regard to biological sex, gender, or gender identity, according to one definition. There's a fluidity. Ew. Ew. Don't talk about Dong Lover's fluids. I won't have it. It's disgusting. Hang on, let me read some super chats here. We're getting a few of them. A lot of people interested in this topic. Rick Moranis gives us $5 and says, Episode 9, The Soy Strikes Back, and, or, I'm a Lando sexual. Could be. That could be right around the corner. Klein Dropper, thank you for $5. Now imagine the Billy D from the Colt 45 ads getting pounded on by dudes to the sound of Fabio. Well, yeah, that's not hard to imagine. Voorhees 67, thank you for $5. Ethan, what do you think of droids being a part of it in terms of Pando's sexuality? And if droids can have sex, where is C3PO's golden dick? Well, I would ask Cecil that question. What do I think of it? I think whatever. I think that's fine. They're working on, I mean, they're kind of working on sex robots right now, so why not? Midnight Cherry TV, thank you for $2. Lando and Neon Numb are the non-ruined Falcon pilots, or they were. Indie Defense, thank you for $2. Lawrence Kasdan said, "Hey Ryan, hold my beer." Uh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I can do worse. I can do worse. Chris Tambrook says this better not be porn. Thank you for $2, Chris. I can make no promises. This is Polygon, okay? I'm treading very, very carefully through this sewer of a website. It's going to be filthy. It's going to be disgusting. It's going to be full of people talking about what excites them, and what excites them is weird. Taco Twister, thank you for $5. Shipping is code for fans creating a relationship where there may or may not be. Pop for fanfic. I see. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, these are people who are creating porno um, around these two characters. This is sad. This is sad. Let's see here. Um, yeah. All right. So there's a fluidity to Donald and Billy D's portrayal of Lando's sexuality. Kasdan told the Huffington Post. Well, yeah. I mean, I would have loved to have gotten a more explicitly LGBTQ, where's the plus, bigots character into this movie. I think it's time certainly for that. And I love the fluid, sort of the spectrum of sexuality that Donald appeals to and that droids are a part of. Droids are a part of it. Droids. The sexuality of droids, of robots. You know what? Now that you mention it, now that you mention it,
I like to take a special.
all right. We won't get into that. But there's no denying. There's no denying that is a possibility. Questions about Lando's sexuality aren't new. But chat's going a million miles an hour. But this is one of the first times someone who worked on Star Wars is addressing the conversation. It's understandable. Solo is full of scenes between Han Solo and Lando that can be deemed flirty. These two. The two have an unquestionable connection. So Kasdan remarking on Lando's perceived sexuality makes sense. This is Polygon, by the way. This is what people are reading about Star Wars. If you go to Polygon and you want to know what they have to say about Star Wars, this is it. These are the kind of questions that you can get answered there, and virtually nowhere else, unless these articles are written with kind of bewildered outrage. Polygon actually treats them with no irony whatsoever. Unironically, the real question, however, is whether Lucasfilm backs Kasdan's comments. Do they? This is a threat right here. This is funny. This is how social justice warriors work. Uh, hey, Lando Calrissian fucks robots. Right, Lucasfilm? You better say right. You better say right, Lucasfilm, or we're going to descend upon you with a bunch of fat blue-haired harpies who are going to call you bigots and make your life hell. Yeah. Hopefully Lucasfilm. Well, they're not gonna. I mean, Lucasfilm will bend right over for them. I mean, they don't know how to hitch a plow to social justice wars and monetize these bitches like we do, and that's something they're gonna have to learn. Polygon has reached out to Lucasfilm to inquire whether Lando is canonically pansexual, and what that means for future Lando Calrissian films if they come to fruition. So, hey, you're gonna make. Ooh, this is interesting, by the way. I didn't even think of this. But all right, remember how 2 days ago they announced a Lando Calrissian film, and 3 hours later they retracted it? That's fascinating. This could all kind of play into that. Are there going to be future Lando Calrissian films? Is he going to be canonically pansexual? Does Lucasfilm back this idea, or do you hate LGBT people? One of the two. Either every Lando Calrissian film that you make is going to be explicit LGBT porn, or you hate gays. Pick one. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy recently said the company would love to work on a Lando-centric movie someday, but there's nothing in development right now. That is a lie. That's not what happened. Kasdan isn't the only person who's worked on Star Wars that thinks it's high time for more LGBTQ. Suddenly, there's a Q in there. There wasn't before. Representation. There's still no plus sign bigots. The Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams also said he wanted to see more LGBTQ characters while promoting The Force Awakens. Uh, these people all want to see LGBTQ characters. Go see them. It's an ongoing issue and one that Disney has been criticized for time and time again. The company seems reluctant to include characters in any of its universes, even though same-sex relationships are heavily present in fan-made works. Oh my God. Yeah. So the fans are doing this. The fans are writing slash fiction. Why won't Lucasfilm? Why won't Disney make slash fiction? Why? Fans are. Finn and Poe, for example, are one of the most popular ships in the Star Wars universe. Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes are another popular. This is why don't go to Polygon. This is really weird. Another popular Disney ship that became so recognizable, a campaign to get them together became a worldwide trend on Twitter. Yeah, that was when they're trying to make Captain America gay last year. It almost worked. Even though Kasdan says Lando is pansexual, it's not canonical yet. It's kind of like J.K. Rowling celebrating Dumbledore being gay, but not taking the necessary steps to embrace his sexuality in a film like Fantastic Beasts, Crimes of Grindelwald, something that she was called out for earlier this year. This was ridiculous to me. J.K. Rowling just finishes Harry Potter up and then goes, by the way, Dumbledore was gay. I mean, it's like the ultimate SJW cowardice. Like, if Dumbledore is gay, why wasn't that ever mentioned in any of the books? Why are you just telling us that postscript Dumbledore was gay? That's not very helpful. And then if you're not going to put it in the movie, screw you, you are a hypocrite. Either do it or don't do it. I mean, make up your mind. But I mean, also at the same time, it's like, do you really want to? You really want to make Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes a gay couple just because you're being told to, being bullied by social justice warriors? Either they're gay characters or they're not, and they're not. Still, conversations like these are a good first step. But only time will tell if Lucasfilm. I'm sorry, this stuff makes me laugh. These people are horrible. These people at Polygon, these social justice warriors, are the worst people on the face of the earth. Decides to introduce a canonically gay character. Well, do it. Do it then. You don't have to make someone else like announce that they're trying to bang their robot. It's weird. Correction: an earlier version of the story attributed to the quotes to Lawrence Kasdan, garbage tier editing, instead of his son and co-writer Jonathan Kasdan. The story has been corrected to reflect these changes. Thank you, Polygon. I do appreciate it. What do you guys think of that? How do you feel about this article? Let me hit these super chats up and we'll just say. I mean, maybe you guys like this, maybe you don't. I don't really know. All right, so Violent Science, thank you for $2. Star Wars is being written like Tumblr fan fiction. That's exactly what they're saying. They're saying, hey, look, they're writing slash fiction, like actual like fake fan fiction pornography, where these characters are having sex. Why can't you just put it in the movies? Why can't Disney just, yeah, why can't they just do that? A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $5. To put things in perspective, they made 52 plus sexuality. Then they decided, oh, looky here, we need a new one for droid fuckers too. Got to be inclusive. Well, I mean, C3PO probably gets lonely. I mean, I don't know. BB-8, you doing okay over there? Yeah. I mean, I'm worried about it. I want everyone to find love. Zach Funk, thank you for $2. Dong Lover's music video is extremely racist. I have not seen it yet. I have not seen it. I've only seen the memes based on it, and that gives me the right flavor. I mean, it gives me the general idea of what's going on. I don't really need to subject myself to This Is America, the art of Dong Lover. No thanks. Wiser in Time, thank you for $5. That rumor about Han and Chewie in the shower scene all of a sudden is becoming a bit concerning. Uh, yeah, definitely. I mean, we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. Super Cormy, I'm glad that doesn't say Super Comey. Thank you for Australian $2. Will Pando contract an STD too? Oh my God, those Australians are hilarious. Absolutely brilliant. Good job. Chris Moldes, thank you for Australian $2.99. Last shot canon book. Yeah, Lando is not Pan, or is it Reed? Are you commanding me, or are you telling me that you did? Read last shot canon book. Lando is not Pan. Zach Funk, thank you for $2. The bisexual in LGBT implies two genders. Well, it implies two sexes. I don't know if it implies two genders. Gender is kind of like all in your head, I think, and gender is what you have below your waist or something like that. I don't know. I only did 2 semesters of gender studies in college. And my hair was pink for a long time. Ken Stanja, a great name. $2, thank you. All these worms care about are their genitals. It seems that way. Yeah, it seems that way. Ryan Poplinsky, thank you for Canadian $2.79. More like Lando Calrissian. Oh, it's so true, isn't it? It's so true. I mean, and we're gonna have to go. Like they put this in your head. The movie's troubled as it is. I mean, really, the reviews are plummeting. People don't want to see this movie. They really don't want to see this movie. I did the math earlier. Did I write it down somewhere? Anyway, I did the math. Maybe I'll do the math up here again. All right, so, first let's check. Let's have a look at Flickster.com right now. The ratings, the review average for Solo, A Star Wars Story changes. Oh, it's back up to 72% right now. Audience, though, do they want to see it? 73%. 27% of moviegoers don't want to see. They don't want to see this movie. I mean, that is alarming. All right, so there are 7.62. Wait a second. Here, I'm gonna do the math. Uh, 7 billion 620. Yeah, Uncle Ethan's just a genius. Let me tell you, good at math. All right, so there are 7.62 billion people on the face of the earth, all right? Um, because 27% of them, 27% of those people do not want to go see Solo, A Star Wars Story. 27% don't want to see it. That is 200 and, I'm sorry, that's 2 billion, 57 million, 400,000 people. So, well over 2 billion people are refusing to see Star Wars. They're refusing to see Solo, A Star Wars Story. Well over 2 billion. That's a lot of people. That is a lot of people. I can't refresh it. That's alarming. I hope you guys are alarmed too. Yeah, and by the way, 7.62 billion people need to subscribe to Comic Artist Pro Secrets. And I wonder why they haven't yet. You guys need to spread the word. So these are the things that we need to worry about. These are the real statistics that we need to bring to Disney. These are the things that they should care about. Yeah. Let's get a little more Fabio while I get the next thing ready.
Simple love letter. I hope I'm not I plan to make her my baby. All I want to tell her is that she made my life better. Maybe I should send her a simple love letter. I hope I'm not addicted. Her love was so convincing. It's strange how I feel. Everything seems so unreal. There is no looking back. Once again, a love attack. Once somebody loves somebody desperate. Everything comes out so naturally. Once somebody loves somebody desperately. Everything comes out so naturally.
Can't do anymore. I'm sorry. I was, oh, I apologize. I'm really sorry, guys. Let's read some of these super chats here. I'm grateful for you guys sticking through that. That was something else. How could I do that to you? How could I do that to you? Yeah. Ryan Poplinsky, thank you for Canadian 275, more like Lando Calrissian. That's right. Mike Howard, thank you for 4.99. Lando's code name for the Millennium Falcon was the Carillion Steamboat. A Caustic Soldier, thank you for Australian $2. Lando plus R2 STD2 equals love wins. You guys are killing me tonight. Johnny Dollar, thank you for $5. I had a brilliant Tico meme idea today. Is there any way to share it with you to make sure it gets through? Absolutely. Let me just type my email into the chat here. And anybody who ever wants to email me things, I mean, save this. You can communicate with me. I can't answer all the emails. I get a lot. But yeah, that is my email there. So feel free to reach out anytime that you want. All right, let's see. Where are we here? Super chats again. Richie W, thank you for €2. MZA Mike, thank you for $4.90. Would you draw Ryan Johnson as the floating monster from Big Trouble in Little Chinatown one night? LMFAO. Yeah, I think so. We have plans tonight. We're not going to be drawing tonight this time, but I think we will tomorrow. Rex Canadian $2. Thank you very much for that. What the hell did I walk into? Just got in. Yeah, yeah, I can explain. Star All Kung Fu, thank you for Canadian $5. EVS in counseling as the doctor asks what the movie had done to him. We all are. I mean, we're all in that kind of counseling right now. Eric, $5. Thank you very much. Han did refer to C3PO as Goldenrod in Empire. Ew. Yeah, that takes on a much more sinister implication now, doesn't it? Christopher Burkhill, thank you for Australian $5. All that Fabio is making me moist. I am on the verge of a soygasm. Let me explain something to you. Moist is the only word that women cannot stand. Well, the C word is bad too. They're getting used to it though. But moist, they will never, ever be able to tolerate the word moist. Jim Bobo, thank you for $2. Damn it, that was porn. Well, was it porn or was it art? That is up to the eye of the beholder. But one must trust someone else's decision on that point. I mean, you have to decide for yourself what is art and what is porn. Richie W, thank you for €1. I do appreciate you guys. Thank you. Let me check in with the chat real quick and see what you guys are saying. DXP yells "I quit" and leaves. Let's see. Dark Helmet. Roland Rico says, now we know why JJ and Ryan broke up Han and Leia. Comic Artist Pro Secrets. The feminists, SJWs hate heterosexuality. I don't know if they do or not, but they're not interested in it. They're not interested in depicting it. It's boring. Jeffrey Valise, thank you for telling me that my channel should be streamed on Pornhub. That would be fine. How's their ad revenue? Pico Uchiha says, first time on live chat, and that's what I say. Pico, I'm so sorry. Normally we like to get you warmed up, okay? That's not something that always happens. We don't always do action figure erotica, but today we did. Tonight we did, and it just seemed appropriate. We go with what seems appropriate at any given time. We could be wrong, and I don't know. That's how art is, isn't it? Um, Jose Nunez, my solo RM interest is at 67%. Yeah, my tomato meter here is still saying 72. It bounced right back up again, and it needs to go back down so I can make another video. Violent Science says best anime lover story of all time. Gamer Bill says, hello, Uncle Ethan. I honestly thought pansexual was a term for panda furries until 4 days. Although I do assume panda furries is part of pansexual, I'm frightened. There's no telling what you're in for with this movie now. There's no telling. Polygon has kind of opened the doors of your imagination. I'm sure they intended to do that. There's no way of knowing what's coming at this point. So beware at the movie theater. Beware. Yeah. Uh, Joey Velosa says, better take it down before it gets flagged for a community strike. I hope it doesn't get flagged for a community strike. That would be sad. Yeah, people are saying it's 69%, 67. I haven't seen anything like this. Who knows? Antonio Malpica says, didn't they originally want Luke to be gay? I heard that. Um, let's see. Clicks, the bearded dude clicks EVS live chat. This better not be porn. And boy, what an alarming thing to walk into. It's Stalin is disappointed. He says that was low quality porn there. I could try. I could do better, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Stephen Cannon, thank you for $2. He explains the definition, human cyborg relations. Yeah, that has become a lot more clear what C3PO was talking about, human cyborg relations. That's alarming. This is all very alarming. We're learning a lot of things about Star Wars tonight. Yeah. So, all right, let's see, scrolling down. When he plays with his dolls, they're not dolls, they're action figures, and you guys know that dolls are much bigger. Rick Moranis, thank you for $3. R2 Me Too C3P. That is very clever too. R2 Me Too and C3 with Ray. Yeah, that is brilliant. You guys are very smart. Good meme still there. I hope so. Okay. Yeah, my son is trying to click through. And hello? Let me see. Let me scroll down. Ah. All right. Am I back or am I not back? Hello? Hello? I don't know if I'm back or not. Okay, you can hear me, but you can't see me. Oh, nice. All right. Let me see what happens if... yeah. All right, it looks like I am going to read these super chats and I'm going to sign right back in again. Because I guess when you get a phone call on your camera, this happens. The Cross, thank you for $2. Which is rounder, Ryan's head or the Death Star? They're both the same. You can't get rounder. I mean, a perfect sphere is a perfect sphere. Free Us 1776, thank you for $2. Your thoughts on MOS as a film? I think it's brilliant. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Are we back yet? No, we're not back. Damn it. Voorhees67, thank you for $2. Vice Admiral Gender Studies, a soy war soiry. That's a t-shirt idea. That's a good idea. All right, guys, I'm signing out and signing right back in again. Sorry about this. Join me back in a second.